Hi guys, welcome to Tuesday. Please join Coach Eric on Zoom at 6:30 a.m. for a follow-along version of today's class. For today, all you need is 2 dumbbells or kettlebells and ideally a jump rope. What you're going to do to warm up, 40 seconds on, 20-second transition. Start with that jump rope, work on your double unders. If you don't have access to a rope, you can go for a quick jog. After that, when you get back, you're going to go single dumbbell deadlifts. So you're going to hold vertically, shoulders are going to be down and back, push the butt back, keep those shins vertical, stand all the way up at the top. At the halfway point, I want you to switch to a swing. So you're going to interlock the fingers, and we're just going to go Russian height, so chest height. So you're hiking back the hips and then locking out at the shoulders. Next we're going to do is go to some goblet squats. So we're going to hold the dumbbell vertically, we're going to push the butt back, knees go out, and then stand all the way up. So sit back and down, knees out, and squeeze the butt at the top. Next we're going to go push presses. So for these we're going to hold the dumbbell horizontally, we're going to dip and drive. At the top, my ears should be covered by my biceps. At the halfway point you're going to switch to a push jerk. So you're going to dip, jump under, and stand up with it. Dip, jump under, stand. After that we're going to go back to either our jump rope or our jog. Then we're going to go to some bent over rows. We're going to hold horizontally, shoulders are down and back. I'm in a hinge position and I'm just rowing to just above the belly button and holding for a couple of seconds. Next we're going to go down to the ground. We're going to hold it across the chest and we're just going to press straight up. And then for our last movement, it's going to be an alternating devil press. So the devil press, we're going to go down, touch chest and thighs to the ground, and then we'll hike the weight through the legs and snatch out overhead. So I'll come down and switch to the other side, chest and thighs touch, hike, and snatch. For today, we've got 2 strength portions and then a quick finisher at the end. So for the strength, the first strength, you're going to go 40 seconds of work, 20-second transition, 5 alternating rounds of each. We're going to hit the upper body with bent over rows. On the odd minutes, even minutes will be floor presses. I'll show you a way to scale up those and incorporate some glute work. Each round you're going to have different hand positions for the movements. So if you need to, these are all written with 2 dumbbells in mind, but if you need to scale, always go to the 1, like what we did in the warm-up. So the first one's going to be a wide overhand grip. Okay, so for my bent over row, I'm hinging at the hips, and I'm going to stay nice and wide, and I'm basically aiming for my rib cage with the dumbbell. So I'm pulling out to the side. The next one's going to be a 45-degree angle. So from here, I'm just going to rotate slightly and then pull, again, trying to hit that rib cage. The next one, I'm going to bring the hands in to a narrow grip and a neutral grip. So from here, I'll hinge, and then I'm going to row both to the chest, trying to keep the weights together. On the next one, I'm going to alternate arms. So again, I'll hinge, and then I'll row, and I'll just keep alternating arms. The last one is your choice. So any of those versions, or if there's a different version that we didn't do that you'd like to, go ahead and try that. Like we didn't include an underhand grip, so that could be an option for you. On the floor presses, what you're going to do is get set up on the ground. We're going to go to that wide overhand grip and then row and bring the weights together over the chest. For the 45-degree angle, we're just going to angle out to the side here and still press up. From here, we'll bring the weights together, try and keep them locked into each other as you press. For the alternating, we'll go one arm, then the other. On the last one, it's your choice. If you want to scale this up, you can hold a glute bridge the entire time that you're pressing. If 40 seconds is too long, obviously you can always scale, go 30 seconds. If you have access to different weights, maybe you go up or down depending on what you have access to. Next, for our second strength portion, this is going to be an EMOM complex. Every 10 minutes, you're going to perform the following movements: 5 deadlifts into 4 Russian swings, 3 hang squat cleans, 2 push presses, and 1 push jerk. You should have about 15 to 30 second rest each minute. If you need to, scale and just use 1 dumbbell. That's why I went over all that in the beginning. With the 2 dumbbells, for the deadlifts, you can have the weights on the outside of your feet. I prefer to have them on the inside because it sets up for my swing. So I'm going to push the butt back, tap the head, one head of each dumbbell on the ground. I'll do 5 reps here. So this is 4, and then my last one standing all the way up. From here, I'm going to hike between the legs and then squeeze the butt as I lock out at shoulder height. Okay, so this was my 4th rep. On my 3rd one, or sorry, my next one, I'm going to do a hang squat clean. So I'm going to hike between the legs, come up to the shoulders, squat, hike back through the legs, hang squat clean for 3. From here, I'm going to do 2 push press. So dip and drive, and then my last rep is going to be that push jerk, where I dip, drive under, stand. Again, you can do all of these with a single dumbbell if you need to. Make sure you hit the right stimulus and have about 15 to 30 second rest each minute. Lastly is our WOD, our climb the ladder for 5 minutes. You're going to do 2 alternating dumbbell or kettlebell double presses, 20 double unders, or 100-meter sprint. Then we're going to add 2 alternating double presses for 4. We're going to stay with the same number of double unders or sprint. So each round you're adding 2 reps to those alternating double presses. If you need to, you can sub penguin claps or 20 weighted single unders for the double unders. So I already demoed the alternating double press in the warm-up. Or those of you that are really proficient, if you want to try 2 dumbbells, you can. What you're going to do is go down, make sure there's enough width between the weights for your chest to touch. So you're going to go down, burpee, have a nice wide stance, get both of those bells in between the legs, and then hike and lock out overhead. Okay, so if you're alternating 1 on one side, other side, that's 2 total. You'll then pick up your jump rope, do 20 double unders. If you're doing penguin claps, you'll do 20 of those. Or if you have a weighted rope, do 20 single unders. If you finish the round of, let's say, 8s, that's 100 reps between your double presses and your double unders. So guys, be sure to put in the comments and in Zen Planner the score that you got for the climb the ladder and what weight you used, any other modifications you made. Guys, I hope you have fun today with this very full body, active workout. Move well. Good luck.